Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to be making a Valentine's Day inspired heart collage, and you're going to need several things. So the first thing is you're going to need your 3 pieces of painted paper from last week. So I'll pass these out, and if you were not here last week or you were not able to make 3 pieces of painted paper, each table will have a bin with some paper in it that you can pull from, so you can have this paper in here. We have a side that is like a full sheet of paper and a side for cut paper. And I want you guys to really work on keeping this neat, okay? Because everyone who is absent will need to use this. And we know how everybody gets when we cut paper. Paper goes everywhere. So don't crunch up your paper after you cut. If you have a big enough piece that someone could cut out a heart for their project, then please place it in this bin when you're finished. Don't throw it away. Now, if you have tiny little bitty scraps, those will need to be thrown away. But if you have a big piece that someone could cut something out of, lay it in here neatly. Stack it neatly.
Okay, so let me show you how we're going to get started. Everyone gets a black sheet of paper. These are some that I've completed. So you can see I have a big sheet of paper with my black paper glued to it and then a heart on top. Same thing here, one of my full sheets of paper with the black paper on top, and I cut out 4 hearts and glued them there. And same thing here, I have my full sheet of paper, black paper with 2 hearts. So let me show you how we're going to do this. You have your 3 papers, cool colors, warm colors, anything goes. And the first thing that you're going to do is decide which one you want to glue your black paper to. You're going to glue your black paper right in the middle so it creates a border. And we will use these paint sticks later on when everything's glued to add more detail. So if you see this one, I added the blue line with the paint sticks. So if your border is kind of plain, that's okay because you can add details later. Or you may want more of a solid border. So you decide, but the first thing you're going to do is glue down your black paper.
You're going to open your glue bottle. And remember, if you squeeze it, you should be able to hear it breathe. Okay. And we are going to do ... not a lot. Nobody should be holding their glue bottle way up here. You want to get your glue bottle close to the paper. In fact, you actually want to press the tip of the glue bottle as you go. ... not a lot. Don't go on the edge. Give yourself some space so that it doesn't seep out the edge when you push it down onto your other paper. But if you look, and I can hold this up and glue's not going to be dripping all over the place. All right, what you want to do is you want to pinch it between 2 fingers, like this, 2 hands, 2 fingers. And you want to watch when you press it down. So I'm really trying to make it straight and right in the middle of your big paper. Then massage. Use your hands to massage so that the glue sticks.
Then I will put it to the side, and I will have 2 more papers to trace and cut out hearts with. Okay. So in order to create our hearts, there's a basket at everybody's table, and there are some different heart tracers. So these are not to glue down. Don't glue my tracers on your paper. That's not what these are for. These are for people to trace with their pencil. There's some different sizes, and they all have a different number on them. So these little ones say 4. That means that 4 of them will fit on your black paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one says 2. That means 2 of these will fit. This one says 1. 1 will fit that direction. And this one says 1. 1 of these will fit. Now you can cut out a big one and also one this size, and you can always overlap them. You decide, you're the artist. I want this to be totally your creation. So let me show you how we're going to trace these. The first thing that you're going to need to do is flip your paper over. So let's say I have this piece of scrap paper. There's also a scrap bucket at your table, and any extra paper you have that's big enough to cut out a heart, you're going to put your paper back in here instead of throwing it away. Like people cut out hearts out of that one, but there's a big section left that someone could cut out another heart. So if you like this paper better than yours, you're welcome to use it. This is shareable paper. But you're going to flip your paper over to the back, so on the back, and you're going to take your heart and you're going to try to place it kind of on the side, not just in the middle. And if you look, this one does not fit, so I would not do that one on this paper. This does not fit, it's too big. So the only one that fits is this one. And you're going to hold it down. Again, we're not cutting around it yet. We're going to hold it down and take our pencil and just trace around on the back. The reason we're doing that is so that there won't be pencil lines on the front. Then I'll take my scissors and cut it out. Okay, and there we go. I have a perfect heart. There's no pencil lines on the front because I drew them on the back. Now, this is probably too small to keep, but I'm going to show you another way that you can draw a heart. You can fold a piece of paper in half, and there's an open side and a folded side. You need to keep in mind that folded side, not the open side. And what you're going to do, this is going to be a tiny heart, but you're going to take your pencil and you make this go to the corner. You kind of see that looks like half of a heart. So if I were to fold this one in half, basically you draw half of a heart. So see, they look similar on the folded edge. The folded edge. If you draw it here, you're going to cut out half of a heart and you won't have the other side. Then you just cut this out. This is going to be a teeny weeny little heart. See, now I've got two hearts. So that's the two ways that you can do this. Now, if you want a big heart, then you're going to need a big sheet of paper. Remember, kind of trace it on the edge, and that leaves more space for you to trace more of them. If you trace it in the middle, you can't fit hardly anything else on there. So trace it on the edge, trace it with your pencil, cut it out. Here I am again folding a sheet of paper in half and drawing half of a heart. When I cut it out, it creates a perfect heart when I cut it on the folded sheet of paper. Now, this is not really enough paper to save, but it is kind of like a cool piece of paper, and I might think, I'm the artist, I may want to do that on one of my hearts, or maybe two of them. You just have to decide how you want to use your paper. But here's my heart. Now, in order to make sure that all of these are the same, I would just trace this heart on all four of my other papers. Now, you may want to use this paper too. So let me show you. Let's say I want two blues and I want two of my other papers. So trace all the hearts you want to use, and then you're going to cut them all out and gather them together and arrange them on your black paper like you want. Throw away your small scraps in the garbage can. And then I'm going to lay these out and decide what I want to do. So I may want to do my cool colors like this, and then maybe my warm colors like this, and I'm going to glue them down in the same manner. Or I may say, I think I'm going to be real artsy, and I'm going to do one like that. So you can choose how you want to do this, okay? Use the same dot, 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 not a lot method to glue your hearts down. Glue them all down and massage. Okay, now we can use the paint sticks to decorate. Use the paint sticks to outline your hearts and add details. If they're not bright enough, we may use some tempera paint in a paintbrush. When you're done, be sure that all of your tracers get placed back in this basket. There's two big ones, a medium-sized one, and two small ones. That makes 5. There should be 5 in this basket at cleanup. Be sure it doesn't get lost in here because we'll never find